Hi, I'm Sean Gannon, and this is Minute Math, and today we're learning about parallel and perpendicular lines. In this video, we're going to identify relationships between lines. We're going to write an equation of a parallel line. Then we're going to write an equation of a perpendicular line. We're then going to graph parallel and perpendicular lines. We're then going to model a perpendicular real-world situation. And lastly, we will identify perpendicular relationships with special lines. So, when you're ready, let's get started. Determine whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Our two lines are y equals 3x plus 2 and y equals a negative 1/3 x plus 7. So let's go first through and see, are they parallel or are they perpendicular? If we can't show either one, it must be neither. So parallel lines have the same slope. Well, the slope of our first line in our form y equals mx plus b, it's the m value, and our first line has a slope of 3. Our second line has a slope of negative 1/3. And so, since these slopes are not the same, we know they are not parallel. They have to be the same slopes for this to be parallel, okay? So, it's not parallel. Don't worry about that. Now, perpendicular. If the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other, then they are parallel slopes. So, let's take our first slope here, 3. The negative reciprocal, okay, we put a negative, so it's a positive, it becomes a negative, and the reciprocal, instead of 3 over 1, it's a 1 over 3. And these slopes would be perpendicular. But if you notice, that's what we have right here. The slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. We can even flip it back the other way. If we take a negative 1/3, I first, let's say, apply the negative. So we make that negative 1/3 to be a positive 1/3. And then we do the reciprocal part, 1/3, flip it, 3 over 1, which is a 3. So they're negative reciprocals of each other. So we can say that these two lines are perpendicular. So these two lines are perpendicular. Write the equation of the line parallel to y equals 2x plus 1 that passes through the point 3, 4. Okay. We first want to look what this is asking us here. And we see parallel. Parallel means we're sharing the same slope to this line, which is the 2. So the slope we want is the 2. We grab that from our equation, and we don't need anything else. All we cared about was the slope being 2. Now it passes through this point here, 3, 4. Well, we have a slope, we have a point, and it makes me want to use point-slope form here. So to do that, it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 in that formula. Y minus y1, our point here, 4, equals m, our slope 2, times x minus x1, which is a 3. Now, if your teacher is okay with this in point-slope form, then you're good to go. But we're going to simplify this into slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. I like that form. So to do that, I'm going to distribute the 2 first across here. So we have y minus 4 equals 2 times x, which is a 2x, minus 2 times 3, which is a 6. From there, we have to add a 4 to both sides to get y by itself. Now we're combining like terms, so we have y equals 4's cancel. 2x comes down, and then minus 6 plus 4 is a minus 2. So 2 ways we can write the line, but our final form here in slope-intercept form is y equals 2x minus 2. Notice same slope, 2, and it will go through that point 3, 4. Now, if we want to quickly check that, we can plug 3, 4 into this line. 4 is our y value, so we have 4 equals a 2 times 3 minus 2 If the left and right are equal, we're good to go. 4 equals 2 times 3 is a 6 minus 2, and 6 minus 2 is a 4. 4 equals 4, we're good. So we confirmed now that the line that is parallel to y equals 2x plus 1 and passes through 3, 4 is y equals 2x minus 2. Write the equation of the line perpendicular to y equals negative 3x plus 5 that passes through the point 2, negative 1. All right, let's get our first line here. Y equals minus 3x plus 5. The slope is all I care about here, and that's negative 3. But we want the perpendicular slope. So the perpendicular slope the perpendicular slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. So instead of a negative, it's going to be a positive. And the reciprocal of 3 is a 1/3. So we have a slope here of positive 1/3. That's what we're using. All right, so we have positive 1/3, and we have our point 2, negative 1. We can use point slope form here. So that's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Our point, negative 1's our y value, so y minus 1 equals m, a positive 1/3, times x minus x1, which is a 2. Now we want to simplify this a little bit. Y minus a negative 1 is like plus a 1, so y plus 1 equals 1/3, x minus 2. And now we have an equation of a line here. Now we can write this also in slope-intercept form. So if your teacher's okay with point-slope form, this is good to go. But slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, we can aim for that. We're going to get y by itself. So first, I'm going to distribute that 1/3 across. So I have y plus 1 equals 1/3 times x is 1/3 x, minus 1/3 times a 2, for subtracting here, is a 2/3. Now, I want to get the 1 over to the right, so I subtract 1 to both sides of the equation. Y is by itself, 1/3 x, minus, well, 2/3 minus 1, right? 2/3, or minus 2/3, minus a 1, which is the same as 3 over 3. It's like plus a negative, in a sense. You can kind of see that right here, a little shout out. And so that's going to be a minus. We can keep it out here. 2 and 3 make a 5, 5/3. So our equation of our line that's perpendicular to y equals negative 3x plus 5, but goes through the point 2, negative 1, is y equals 1/3 x minus 5/3. Graph the line y equals negative 2x plus 1 and a line perpendicular to it passing through 0, 3. All right, let's first graph this first line, the y equals negative 2x plus 1. Again, this is in our slope y equals mx plus b form. So if we want to graph that line, our b is our y-intercept where it crosses the y-axis. That happens at 1. So right here, we have our first point. Then they tell us our slope is negative 2. That means we're going down 2 units over 1 unit right there. 2 points make a line, and we can connect these dots here. And we have our first line. That is our y equals negative 2x plus 1. All right. We now need to graph our second line. So let's go here. It needs to be perpendicular to our first line. So our first line had a slope of negative 2. It told us here. So the perpendicular line has to have the negative reciprocal of that, which is a positive 1/2. Remember, negative becomes a positive, and 2 becomes 1 over 2, right there. So we have a slope of 1/2. Now, they don't actually ask us to determine what this line is. We can write it in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And that becomes, well, m is 1/2 right here. Our points, they're giving it to us, x minus 0 right there, and then y minus 3. But I'm going to show you that we can graph it without finding the line, and then we'll see if it lines up. So they tell us it passes to the point 0, 3. So that point right here is 0. When x is 0, y is a positive 1, 2, 3 right here. All right. And it's perpendicular, right, to our previous line, so it has a slope of 1/2. So that means we're going up 1 unit over 2 units right here. Now, if we graph this, 2 points make a line. It should make roughly a right angle. Now I'm drawing on boards. A little difficult, but it looks like a right angle right there. And it should be. They're perpendicular. And that's our line y equals, well, let's go find it in y equals mx plus b form. So y equals mx plus b. Now, we'll show it 2 ways here. First way, we already know the slope. So y equals 1/2 x plus b. The point that they gave us is 0, 3, which is the y-intercept, which is the b value, which is 3. So that equation is y equals 1/2 x plus 3. What we have right here. So y equals 1/2 x plus 3. This will simplify to be that. Distribute the 1/2 here, y minus 3 equals 1/2 x. 1/2 minus or times 0 is still 0, so minus 0. We don't need that anymore. Cross that off. We then just have to add a 3 to both sides, and y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Look, they're the same. So either way, using point slope form, or knowing that this is the y-intercept, and we got our slope, same line. Either way, we have graphed both of these lines, y equals negative 2x plus 1, and the line perpendicular to it that passes through the point 0, 3. A river's edge follows the line y equals negative 3x plus 1. A bridge crosses the river perpendicularly at the point 2, negative 5. Write the equation of the bridge. All right. Well, we could make a visual, it might help us here, but we can show that we can do it without the visual. All we need to do is extrapolate the information that's given to us here. The river follows this line, y equals negative 3x plus 1. And the bridge is perpendicular, right? So perpendicular, we want the negative reciprocal of that slope. So the river slope is negative 3 right there. The bridge is a negative reciprocal. So instead of negative 3, it's a positive 3. And then it's 1 over that, 1 over 3. So we have positive 1 over 3 as our slope. And we're given our point to negative 5. So we can use point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Right there. So we have y minus y1, negative 5, equals m, our slope, 1/3, times x minus x1, which is a 2. And now we just have to simplify this. Minus minus is a positive, so we have y plus 5 here. 1/3 distributes. 1/3 times x is a 1/3 x. 1/3 times a minus 2 is a minus 2/3. Now, let's write 5 with a denominator 3. So it's y plus 5 would be multiply both by 3 over 3. That is a 15 over 5, or 15 over 3, excuse me. 15 over 3 equals 1/3 x minus 2/3. We're going to subtract that 15 over 3 to both sides as such. So y is now by itself is a 1/3. X minus 2/3 minus a 15/3 is a minus 17/3. And so our equation for the bridge is y equals a 1/3 x minus a 17/3. So after all that, we found or given the line of the river, y equals negative 3x plus 1. We know is perpendicular, so a negative reciprocal slope. And this now equation represents the bridge that passes to the point 2, negative 5. And so we have our equation, y equals 1/3 x minus 17/3. A wall is represented by the equation x equals 4. A ladder is perpendicular to the wall and passes through the point 0, 1. What is the equation of the ladder? Well, the wall is a vertical line, x equals 4. So if I quickly made a sketch on an xy plane here, our equation x equals 4 at 4 here is just a vertical line right there at 4. So that's our wall. Now they say that the ladder is perpendicular to the wall, so if it's not vertical, it's going to be horizontal, and passes through the point 0, 1. So when x is 0, y is 1. It passes through this point right here. So here, I'll put it as a little dashed line, is our ladder. Right? This is kind of laying down. All right, so it's perpendicular to the wall, ladder. What is the equation of the ladder? Well, if you think about it, it passes to the point 0, 1, and it's a horizontal line. So that means its slope is 0, and it passes to the point 0, 1. That's our y-intercept. So if we use y equals mx plus b here, m is our slope, which is 0. We have y equals 0x plus b, the y-intercept, which is 1. And so we have y equals, well, 0 times x is 0. Don't need it. We have a 1. Same thing if we did point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Y minus y1, our point, 1 equals m. Our slope 0 times x minus x1, which is 0, like there. Well, 0 times everything is just 0 here. Y minus 1. Add a 1 to both sides, and we get y equals 1. So either way, we got y equals 1. So the equation of line of the ladder is y equals 1. I hope you learned something here on parallel and perpendicular lines. And as always, thanks for watching.